Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another Is It Worth Buying video. In today's video, I'll be talking on the game. So they call it JDM, Japanese Drift Master, but I don't know whether to just call it JDM or call it Japanese Drift Master. But anyways, I think it's JDM, Japanese Drift Master. Regardless, is this a game worth buying? So yeah, for those that are new to my channel, these are a style of review videos. I know there are at times where people be looking at games and you're like, dang, I need that wake up call to overall know, is this a game worth getting into, buying, paying money for? Because yeah, nowadays, you can't really take chances on games. Like if there was an option to get games for free, oh yes, I definitely would be taking advantage of that option. But yeah, a lot of games nowadays, they cost money. I mean, all games pretty much cost money unless it's like Warzone or Fortnite. Even then, still, them games got some sort of money business going on. No game in this world is entirely free. I think the only game that would remotely be close to that is Warframe. But I mean, I think there's still aspects of that game you gotta pay for. But anyways, getting back to the review, I was just kind of like letting y'all know the business on my channel for those that are new. But no, overall though, I know a lot of people are probably looking at this game and you're like, dang man, like I don't know if I should bite the bullet and just buy it. Like I don't want this to be like a CarX Street situation or some other game like Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, where I buy this game and then it just seems like the developers don't care. I would say with this game, it is definitely more polished than those two games. Yeah, because I've had my issues with CarX Street and CarX Drift Racing Online. That game was actually decent, but pretty much CarX Drift Racing Online. I would say that would be much more of a comparison to this game, but I just feel like that with this game, it has more. Like, because besides drifting, they have it where you could do drag racing. They have it where you could do normal, like racing, whether it's checkpoint, like where, yeah, you're just like, it's like from start to finish, or if it's like one of them circuit ones. What else do they have it where you could do deliveries and things, and then the map, oh my, bro, I have to say that and especially when it starts raining in this game, bro. For those that don't know, I live in Seattle. I'm a rain expert. So I be like looking at the clouds. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, hey, it looked like it's gonna rain, fam. They had it where it was like some form of it was a storm going on. It looked like it was a windstorm. And I'm like, bro, am I in Japan or am I in Seattle? Like, that's how good it was. Like, for those that live or been to Seattle when it's been raining horribly bad, that's what it looks like in this game. Like it's pretty good. The visuals is pretty good, and then of course, yeah, then just driving around and stuff. Like, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, bro, they killed it with this game. They don't really have like a big car selection, but I mean, overall, like, yeah, the game, it just came out. I don't know. I don't think it's in early access. Hold on for a second. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's not an early access game, but they do have like a roadmap that they plan on, like stuff that they plan on adding. So they're like first 3 months after launch, there's like improved car setup system, quick tune car present for grip and drift, deep rim and tire customization. Yeah, the customizations, I was like, no, it does. It looks nice. Like when they like all the different things you could do to your car. Yeah, it does look pretty nice. I have to say they like the light system that they have around your car, they could work on that to make it a little bit more brighter. But other than that, then they said new cars and new tuning parts, driving school expansion for it, so that this is gonna be the first 6 months after launch. Then there's like driving school expansion. They do have a driving school, so they have like one drift, or not drift, but drag race, and then they have it where you're doing a lot of drifting events, and then there's these they call it grip racing, where it's yeah, it's just pretty much like normalized racing and stuff. But yeah, I was kind of let down that they have like a whole lot of like drag racing content. I was like, man, I wish they do have like a level where they have it where you're drag racing. But then there's the driving school, so I don't know, maybe down the road, or if they do that at some point, because I know it seems like after you do a certain race, then they unlock it to where you could do it wherever. Hopefully that's the business with drag racing. I mean, if it's not, then hopefully it's something that they do or add in the future. But anyways, custom vinyls and stickers, career mode extension. So yeah, the game does in a way have like a story mode. Like the career mode is more so Well, I mean, it ain't really a career mode. It's just like a section that they have called career, where it's like a statistics section, pretty much. But yeah, no, the game, it does have a story mode, and I like how they go about the story. So like when you go and do a mission, they have it where you're looking at a comic book, and then they send you off into the race. So like they'll have it where it be like two guys arguing, like, no, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, and then it cuts into the race and stuff. So I do like that. You know, you don't really see that too many times in video games and stuff. So I was like, nah, I do like that comic book aspect of the game. And then they plan on adding a photo mode, which is, I mean, yeah, I feel like that's like mandatory nowadays with a lot of different games. You need some sort of photo. I mean, and here's just my own personal recommendation. I would love for them to do like a video mode where it's like you can, like, yeah, so it's like kind of like how they do in The Crew, where if, like, yeah, if I do some nice, drift on a freeway or wherever and stuff, and no, yeah, they should have it where you know, you could like record it and then, you know, edit it up and things, and then yeah, overall, you know, just have like little videos to post on social media and stuff. But anyways, then they do plan on adding more cars and new tuning parts. That was one thing I did recommend. They should have like an American car export thing where they add like Mustangs, Camaros, Challengers, Chargers, you know, like stuff like that. If not, all the stuff that they got in the game is pretty decent. All right, so but anyways, then they plan on adding in the first 9 months after launch, then they plan on adding split screen mode, arena rally events, and a new special events with Magna chapters. So yeah, that's what they call it. Not comics, but Magnas. But anyways, and then the more new cars and new tuning parts. And so they was like ongoing UI/UX refresh, AI improvement. Yeah, because when you be racing, like I was doing a drifting like challenge race, and yeah, them cars was going crazy. I was like, bro, what is going on? But anyways, GPS navigation overhaul, additional wheel present, event win loss, logic revamp, community feedback, and into integration, force feedback settings overhaul, and improve resolution and display options. Yeah, because there are at times I'm playing the game and it kind of gets you know, slightly. I ain't gonna say like it's bad compared to some other games I play, but it has like its moment where it has like a little stutter and stuff. But other than that, no. JDM Japanese Drift Master is actually a pretty good game. Like, no, it's a game where for the price that they're asking, hold on for a second, because it really ain't that much. No, actually, I take that back. $34.99. So I mean, it's like half the price than what some other games. Like you got where Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Like I spent $100 on that game. Over no, was it over 100 or close to 100? It was around that ballpark and stuff. But I feel like I got much more of a better experience in this game than I did that game, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. So yeah, that's why I'm like, nah, for the money that they're asking, in my opinion, it's worth it, you know. So yeah, trust me, you'll have some fun with this game. Like I said, like they do plan on adding more content. So but for what they have, yeah, I'm a fan, you know. So anyways, yeah, I am because no, I'm like, I think I'm currently right now, like I'm like four. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. They go based off of yen. They don't go based off of like American currency. You know, they are in Japan and stuff. So I mean, maybe that might be something that they'll add in the future. Where I guess like for somebody that doesn't really know. But my thing is this: I'm like, look, I know that like a Skyline, because yeah, the Skyline costs like 4 million yen or something like that in the game. So I'm like, I'm going based off of that. I can look past that. I can care less about it and stuff, you know. But yeah, other than that, I mean, gameplay is good, drifting is good, controls, handling, all that stuff. Like everything is good about the game. So I'm like, it's rare nowadays to find games like that. It's kind of like at this thing for me, like it's been a while since I've sat down and played a drifting game. Like at one point in time, I was playing a lot of Car X Drift Racing online. And then I'm trying to think of some other games. You know, you would think Tokyo Extreme Racer, they would have had like some drifting mechanics. That's a game. I know people will probably be all like, so between them two games, which one is? But Japanese Drift Master, you'll have more stuff. Excuse me, you'll have more stuff to do in this game than you would in Tokyo Extreme Racer. So, and there's no disrespect to them. I just think they need to add more content. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.